Howdy, folks. Welcome in. I'm Tina, or Teemaw, as my grandchildren call me, and you are welcome to call me either one. So, how has your week been? I've been like the weather, ups and downs, ups and downs.
How has your week been?
There we go. Just like that. I wondered if that sound was on. I couldn't hear it. All right. So let's see who's in first tonight. So Angel Gamer was in first tonight, hence the hashtag gamer. So if you are new to the live or the stream, you put in hashtag gamer in the comments, and at the end of the stream, we will do a giveaway. And tonight's giveaway is going to be, as per usual, a $15 coupon code to our DP with Sparklers site. And tonight we're going to have a pair of bright purple jiggers. So that's what we're going to give away tonight is this jiggers. These help keep your line straight on a round or a square diamond painting, along with the coupon code and a rainbow pencil, because everybody needs a rainbow pencil, right? What would life be like without rainbow pencils or rainbow anything for that matter? But so hashtag gamer, because she was the first one and she commented at 3:46. Asking to smash that like button, please. And don't forget to subscribe. All righty. So Sue Bell says, I feel your pain, Teemaw. Life is rough right now. Everyone is impacted by the tariffs. And it's not, it's not just that. I mean, those are things that go up and down. Our world changes all the time. Sue, she has her own, family and life issues going on right now. So lots of people do. And so, always remember that when you're dealing with folks, right? Remember that you may not be the only one hurting in there. There's Koopa Kai Art saying hi way back at 6 o'clock. There she is. She said she was way early, but just scrolling. There's Olivia. You can start back diamond painting soon. Well, I hope so too, Olivia, because I get stressed when I can't diamond paint. Now, I was able to lay down drills last Sunday, and I haven't laid another one down yet. So I'm hoping I can lay a few down, so, just a little bit, so that I can put another picture up. But I am not being able to diamond paint this week at all because we've been doing very, very busy and lots of work there. Shannon Miller's here. There's Mr. King. Jenna T. Howdy, howdy. Sue Wilson's here. Hope you had a great day. Amber Fisher. Hope you had a good week. Has everyone's weather been like ours? So we might have a 60-degree day with a little bit of sunshine. Okay, yesterday, perfect example. It was warmer yesterday than it had been. It was up in the 60s. Yay. There was some sunshine. Couldn't believe it. I go sit out in the sunshine and I get a code red warning on my phone that says code red warning, severe thunderstorm warning in the next 30 minutes. I'm like, what? Are you kidding with me? It's beautiful. I go let the chickens out, and sure enough, within 24 minutes of that warning, the dark skies come, lightning flashes, and it is chaos there. And then after that storm, the sunshine comes back, and then it stormed again. So that's how my week's been. It's up and down, up and down. It's also been freezing at night. We've had some 28-degree weather sometimes at night. So it has been crazy weather, which doesn't really help physically as well. Like some people feel like they have colds or sore throat or things like that. Cheryl G says, look at all the early birds, huh? There's Sharon. Howdy, Sharon. And Mutt Nut. Pink Poodle's in the house. I think she said she was starting a diamond painting tonight. I didn't know which one that was, though, Ashley. Jessica, are you feeling better? You are exhausted, so she's going to bed early, she says. All right, there's Miss Sherry Jones. And, are you starting a Dakota-thon, Ashley? Is that what you're starting? Oh, I see. No, what? No, you're not in the Dakota-Con this year. Gotcha. You won in the Randall event. I see. I see. All right. Diamonds Around the World's in the house. There's Miss Becky G. Howdy, Miss Becky G. And Koopa Kai again, commenting again there. Howdy, she's saying. Lisa, Shells, Colleen Fisher, Jenna Murray. Rainy day in Virginia. Yeah, you got our rain from yesterday. So today it was overcast and cold. So that's what it's been today. Overcast and cold. Rainy day in Maryland too. You're south of Ocean City. Ooh, that's nice. So Ashley just finished kitting up Moonlight Paradise. That's the one. I don't know which one that is, Ashley. Let's see. There we go. Okay, it looks like I was spinning there. I think I'm back. All right. Heidi Lees, Kim Anderson, Crafting with Mary. So Crafting with Mary heard me say a few weeks ago that Mingle, which is happening in 2.5 weeks, had some openings. So Crafty's going to make it with us. So I think all the openings have been filled now. There's Lisa and Brenda H. There's Candy. Let's speak right tonight. Carrie Robinson there. And Miss Peggy Wood and Danielle, bonsoir. Oh, I must not have won any Poshy Pens this week because Danielle didn't message me. Because that was yesterday that I think there was petites up or something. Runs with Scissors is here. And Momo, howdy Miss Momo. Kay Perez. There's Chris Drummond. And Bonnie. And let's see. Karen Huslig's here. So Ashley sent a picture of what she's doing. Oh, the brand new one, huh? Yeah. You like that one enough to get it? I don't know if my phone's going to act right. Every time I go to turn it, it's just going to, nope, stop. I think that was from last week, but I didn't remember that being the name. That one's it, Moonlight Paradise. You know, I just realized that that's moonlight. There is a rainbow there. Can you have rainbow in the moonlight? I don't know. Can you? I don't know. Kate is here from Tennessee. There's Heidi Perman. Thank you. Jeanette is here and Kimberly. Fast Bunch. I did have someone cut my hair, Cheryl G. Does it feel better? Well, I suppose I haven't had a whole lot of time to experience it yet since it was Wednesday afternoon. So what happened was one of the ladies from dance, her husband died a couple weeks ago. And her husband didn't want a service so bad. He demanded that she promised that she wouldn't have a service of any kind for him. So she didn't. And she is suffering greatly. Like she's not being able to like even hold herself together during the dinner, during the luncheon. So she's taking it very badly. And so the ladies at the group said, let's have a luncheon for her. Maybe this will help bring closure, because she didn't have a service and they're guesstimating, they're just guessing. Well, maybe that's why she's taking it so hard. There's been no closure, that kind of thing. So just acknowledging this publicly that this has happened and we're here to support you type of thing. But it's been very, very hard on her. And so I was actually out by myself, which never happens. I don't even know the last time that's happened, actually. I don't even have a clue. So I was out in the next town over and I'm like, what else do I need to do today? And I'm like, I've been needing a haircut forever. So let's just stop by Great Clips on the way home and we'll just get my haircut. That's what I said. And so apparently they have been misnomered. They probably shouldn't have been named Great. That's just all I'm saying there about that. But and when you tell them how much you want off, just go 2 inches shorter and then you might get off what you want. That's just my Teemaw tip of the day there. So if you want off 4, say 2. If you want off 6, say 4. There you go. So that should help out my fellow personhood out there, diamond painter, whoever you might be. Well, first of all, you might want to rethink your selection of going to Great Clips, maybe. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. So I had to go twice last year. And I guess I thought that lady would be on duty, but it's been a year and she wasn't there. So I'm just like, well, she's not there. Surely this lady can't be that bad. But The haircut was done and over in 5 minutes, and it was all gone, all off of there. And I'm like, well, why get upset? Right? I mean, why get upset? Let's just get some highlights in here and we'll just all feel better. So I'm like, how hard could that be? How hard could it be? Now, I've never done it, but I'm just saying, how hard could that be? Because I mean, I've paid someone to do it to me. I had highlights put in a year ago, and that was $100 to have someone come in here and do highlights. And sitting in the chair for 4 hours, I'm like, oh, I just can't do that anymore. It was torture. It's torture because I was trying to fall asleep, and she's talking to me. So I'm like, I can do it myself. I can read directions. So I did, and I bought the most expensive kit at Walmart, and I read the directions, and I did what the directions said. And nowhere at any time on that blonde box did it say your hair could be orange when you're done. I'm just saying, it didn't say that. I did the directions. I read them like 3 times. Here's the timer. Here's what you do, and here's how you do it. And I did all of that, and it don't look like the box. It don't. The box did not have orange hair. It didn't. So at this point, J. Paul didn't even know I'd gotten a haircut. I don't think. Maybe by then he had, I don't know. He's like, what are you doing? He came in the bathroom, I think, when my hair is all wet. And he was like, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm just going to highlight my hair. It's just little bits. I'm just going to a little bit highlight. That's all. He goes, I don't think that's ever turned out okay. When you try to do something like that to your hair, has that ever turned out okay? And anyway, it didn't turn out okay. And when he come into the office, when I was all said and done, he like stopped and he's like, did you mean for it to come out that color? Did you want her to cut off that much of your hair? And then he started calling me Carrot Top. So needless to say, I hadn't talked to him today. Because, if he's going to call me names like that, I just don't know. I can put up with that. So anyway, I put an emergency text to my hairstylist friend. I said, I think I have a hair emergency here. And she's like, I'm leaving to go to camping. I won't be back till next week. And so she said, get this purple shampoo. I didn't bring it in here. I should have, because I bought purple shampoo. And by golly, it's purple. I mean, it's purple as purple can be. It's deeper purple than this thing. It is deep purple. And it just looks like I put dye all in my hair. So I did the purple shampoo today, and it's still orange. So it don't work either. I don't know what else to do. I don't know if you leave the purple in. I don't know if I'm supposed to use purple shampoo every single time I do my hair. I don't know, because it dyed the floor of the shower was purple. Look, Tammy says she uses purple shampoo. Well, why? Do you use it all the time? Cheryl says you've been red for a long time. Told my hair guy wanted to go back darker. Well, he made my hair black last week. It don't look okay. Ashley said it doesn't look orange. Well, I don't know about that. Now, my granddaughter said, she goes, did you use that purple shampoo, Teemaw? Because I think it looks better. I said, you think it really looks better? I don't know. She thinks it doesn't look as orange as it did yesterday. I don't know. I have no idea, but there's Amber Fisher. We got Jan Venters, Michelle Ast, Olivia, Christine G. Don't you be crawling on me. I've got, but the bugs have come out again. All the ladybugs. So, yeah, I'm not afraid of them, but I just don't need them on me. That's all. All right, Bonnie is dead. That's right. Okay, Chris is at work. She says Katie Wildman's here. Kim's got a new groove. Whew, I need a new groove. I did get something new this week. I don't know if it's a new groove. I don't know. There's Miss Danielle. Everybody's putting in #gamer. Nancy Lazaretto. Let's see. Dana Marie is here, and Nicole Gresset. 14 minutes after you posted. Well, you didn't post, Cheryl G. So she commented first. Miss Angel Gamer commented first. Kays 722 is here. Sandy Chin, how are you doing, Sandy? How's your hip doing? Are you getting around yet? Tanis and Dawn and Tana's here. Let's see, Marcel and Shannon. Everybody's putting in the hashtag, another Michelle, pugs and kiwis. Now that is a new name. That's a new name. And do you like pugs and kiwis? Is this why we do that? Or do your pugs like kiwis? Do you have pugs? Do you wish you had a pug? I don't know. Why? Maybe you have pugs and you grow kiwis. Are you from Florida? I don't know. I mean, I don't mind kiwis. Who doesn't mind a good kiwi? I like kiwis. Maybe you're from Australia. That's it. Or New Zealand. Maybe that's it. And that's a nickname. I don't know. I've not seen you before, but you are welcome here. I appreciate you being here. All right, Cassandra Jones. There's Sonia. Sharon again. Everybody's saying hashtag. There's Kim. Cat hair and chaos is Kim. See, I got to say cat hair and chaos is Kim. That's when I can remember Kim in there. So cat hair, because other people are calling someone cat, and I can't remember who cat is, but it ain't cat hair. So cat ain't cat. Cat hair is Kim. There we go. Kim. And there's Sue Wilson. Everybody's saying howdy. Eileen's here. Oh, Jeanette, for real? Are you lying? Are you just being nice? You like my hair, huh? There's Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. She won something. Keisha, I think that you won something in the Dakota-thon, I think. Was it? Was that you, I heard? Miss Joyce is here. Howdy, Matt. Welcome in this evening. Oh, Amber, thank you. I appreciate that. I actually think I don't mind the length. It's very jarring when I can't reach it anymore in the back. It's very jarring when it's so short, the ponytail so short, you know, that kind of thing. It is quite jarring, but it is easy to take care of and whatnot. So there's that. That's a positive thing. There's Sonia. Sonia says she's from down under in Oz. Yes. Let's see. Did the kiwi? Oh, thank you, Carol. You like it as it is right now, huh? You don't think it needs fixing, huh? I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody else remembers this. For some reason, I have a picture in my head of Val Kilmer years ago having a bad hairdo with the hair dye thing. And that, I don't know. It reminds me of that. Yeah. So, and someone advised me, Tina, you got to go on YouTube. So once a year, go treat yourself to a haircut and then highlight and have the business pay for it. And I'm like, I might can do that because that's what I was trying to avoid. It wasn't just the $100, although it was better to only spend 30 something, maybe. I mean, I thought it was. It really wasn't. But it's the 4 hours sitting in that chair trying to stay awake. That's the torture part. All right, GMR is here. Lori Joseph, been rainy and stormy. Yes, 80 in the day, 50s at night. That's pretty decent, Lisa. Jan Venters, dry as a desert, but then this is the desert. We need rain. Good gracious. We need an arc. It's been so rainy up here. It's just wet everywhere, everywhere. Had to run the heat for 2 days, in the air for 2 days. Yes, Anita, that's exactly what's been happening. My heat came on yesterday, day before last, and the air's been, the heat's been on, but the air came on and I had to turn it off. It's been crazy. 80 in Colorado and snow 2 days ago. Yeah, Colorado is nuts. Snowed 2 nights this week. Usually they won't get snow in April. Oh, that says Danielle. Rain and more rain. That's right. Lisa, 70s last week, 40s and rain this week. I'm so grateful that when my parents were here, it was like beautiful spring weather. The whole week was gorgeous. One day it was so hot. You were sweating. It was in the 80s. You know, it was just beautiful when they were here. And then when they left, it was rain, 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 and then freezing and cold. You know, it's been up and down ever since. Another Carrie Phillips, got 80-degree weather where Maria is. Oh, in California. Yeah. How about them apples? Amber says, my plants hate me. I move them in and out. Oh, in and out, in and out. Mother Nature in menopause. She says, rain 36, 82 in the afternoon. Well, that's one way of looking at it, isn't it? Another Sherry M. Oh, y'all had a Zoom meeting, huh? There's Miss Melanie. Melanie, I get to meet you, right? I get to meet you in a few weeks, right? Up in Michigan. Karina's here. Can someone enlighten me about these taxes? I have been hearing about. I feel like I have missed something important. Well, I think you mean tariffs. But the deal with the taxes was next Tuesday, the 15th, is when, if you owe money, all the taxes are due. So I've been trying to make payments. I got everybody in the households done last week and trying to make payments and set up payments. Excuse me. Oh, I stayed up to 4 last night, y'all. Yeah, it's been a doozy. But so I was trying to make estimated payments last week, and it said I need an account and I have to wait for a PIN number. So I've been waiting. And then I realized yesterday, oh my gosh, it's next Tuesday. So I call them and I say, can I make a payment on the phone? That kind of thing. And they're like, yes. And I give her all the information. She goes, oh, well, you're calling about business. That's for personal. And I'm like, well, I've only ever made the estimated payments through business. She goes, oh, well, then, those things, that says personal. I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyway, it's changed this year, and we don't make them through this way. You got to do through that way. And so then I have to go figure out that way. And I had to go log all in and figure it all out and start trying to set up for the payments, for quarterly payments. And when I go and do that, they only allowed 2 of them. And then I went to state, they allowed all 4, but now and you got to wait 24 hours before you can go back and do the other ones. So I have to wait, and hopefully tomorrow I can get logged back on if I can remember and get them others set up. So yeah, it's just been wonderful this week working on those taxes. And then on the other side of it, I've been working very hard trying to get my sparklers order in. And I had no idea we were out of as many as we were or as low as we were. So the order is at least double what I expected, which means it also takes me a very long time to put together. So I've been sitting in the chair 4 to 8 hours a day. It depends, up and down, up and down. And so my legs at night, by the time I get out of the chair, I can barely walk. And I try to take breaks, but my legs hurt so bad that I can barely do anything to make them not hurt except for go to sleep and wake up again, because they hurt so bad because I'm sitting so long and I don't know what to do about it. Anyway, I'm 90-something% done with all that order, and I got it to the my manufacturer last night and talking with them about the tariffs. So this is about the tariff part. And I thought, for sure, I'm just too late. I don't even know if I can get an order in. I don't know. And they're like, oh yeah, you can. Now, here's what I found out today. They are now considering this the same as holiday shipping. So lovely. I now have to pay holiday shipping prices now because apparently everyone is trying to get in orders. I'm just trying to get in my typical order, and it happens to fall on this time. So because everyone is trying to get in orders in China, apparently, they are charging holiday rates for shipping. So not only do tariffs go up, but so do shipping rates go up. So we do not, I really don't know. I'm going in blind, putting in this order. And I'll be honest with you, the reason I hadn't done it last month is because they still have stuff outstanding from when I ordered at the end of December, which is crazy. Yes, they took a month off in there, but that's crazy. They still have some of my outstanding order from 4 months ago, almost 4 months ago, 3 months ago. So I was trying to get them to finish that too. And obviously that can't happen. So anyway, what we've come up with is this. She says, well, let's pay this X amount, and we will, because obviously with the quantity you need, we can't get all that done, but we will ship what we have on hand and do that ASAP right now, ship it to you. And so you can get these in. So it doesn't matter if, say, I'm out of these 12, if they don't have these 12, it won't matter. I can't get them right now. And it's a game, like when you play in the game of life or whatever it is, it makes it's like it's playing a game, because you got to say, okay, do I hold out and wait until these tariff wars are over, or I'm already hurting? Is it going to get worse? you know, it's one of those things, and you just trying to figure out which way to go. But I'm so desperate for some supplies that I am going to try to get in the basic order that I can, as much as I can, but I don't know what it means. That's what the tariff is all about. So the tariffs is going on, and they're going back and forth with that. And, you know, a lot of us little, and I guess supposedly big people too, are stuck in the middle of all that. I don't know what the end game will be. I don't know how it will end up. I don't know what that looks like, y'all. I don't know. I have other things I need to order, but they would have to be produced and manufactured. And I don't even think that's a possibility. So I do not know is what's going on. So I go to this. I've been working around the clock trying to get these orders done. I go to this luncheon that I feel that I need to go to. We haven't been going to dancing because Monday night I spent doing orders while Jerry was over at Tall Oak. So we've been working, and we haven't been going to dancing. I felt I needed to go and do that support. I find out at this luncheon that a friend of ours was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. And apparently she had breast cancer 17 years previously. I didn't know this. A friend from dance. And so it's supposedly inoperable and throughout her body. I don't know what that means long term. I mean, as prognosis, I don't know how long that means. So I found that out the same day, and seeing this other, you know, lady struggle, and then coming home and having the haircut and already dealing, you know, with the tax stuff and the tariff stuff. And so, yeah, that's just the kind of week we've been having. And I did forget that, my son, Bobby, so we're keeping 4 of my grandchildren for a week. They were delivered last night, and we're keeping them for a week. And then I forgot that my son, Bobby, and his family came over today, and because they got a new to them vehicle, a 12-passenger van. It's my daughter, Lauren, who had the, episode, what was it, a seizure in the shower, remember, a couple years ago. Anyway, she's pregnant and due in July. She's due July 7th, y'all, so 3 months. And they bought this 12-passenger van since they're about to have their 6th child. And well, it needed more work than they thought. So now they were quoted like $2,500 after buying this van to get it fixed. So my son bought the parts, and him and Jerry are over at Tall Oaks trying to fix this vehicle. Yeah. So that's where they are, but they're spending the night and the weekend too. So we have 9 grandchildren here this weekend, right now, out there somewhere in the household somewhere. All of them are here. So I'm actually trying not to pull out what is left of my orange hair, and you know, and try to be sane. But I will tell you that, I will tell you that I have a low-grade headache here because I stay up till 4 working on the order, and I had no idea it was that late. I knew it was getting late, but I didn't know it was that late until I look up and go, oh my gosh, that's why I can barely think. So anyway, so I'm not doing well today because of lack of sleep and from all the things coming in from all the angles. So that's what's going on, and that's what the taxes and tariffs and the hair toner is all about. Terry Lawrence is here. Howdy. And Lori. Actually, I'm not sure, Terry Lawrence, are you a new name? And here's Lori. This is her first time joining. Crafty Dog Mom. Whoa, welcome in, Lori. You are most welcome. Sonia, our daylight saving stop not to use. Okay, so they don't use daylight saving times there. Sandy Jr.'s here. I'll get you when I can. Sound good, King. Lisa Stein's here. Extreme Trainer. There you are. And Marla. You doing better, Marla? You able to talk yet? Melanie got Moonlight Paradise delivered today. I think I must have 2. I haven't opened. I don't think I've opened the box, but I saw a Diamond Art Club out there. So that must have been what came today. That's good. We both went for the same Poshy Pens, but we both lost. Ah, Kate, shucks. Acid Trippy, right. That's right. A moon bow. There you go. Uh-oh. Lisa Hunt has a joke. Uh-oh. What kind of joke is that? I like the picture except for the whale tail. I like it too, Mar. I like the whale tail. I like it. You can have a rainbow, but it's usually around the moon. My sincere. Oh, yes. I know, Carol. Obviously I'm not super duper close with these folks, but they are more than acquaintances. Well, meaning we have done stuff with them. We've stayed at their house and gone hunting with them, but we stopped doing as much during COVID. They pulled away, and we did. There was like 3 years we didn't even see them. So it was just in the past 6 months that we started seeing them again. So that was kind of a shock to discover that. Anita couldn't have a service for her husband either because it was during COVID. Yes, not having closure. Okay, let's see. Have Cumberland Falls here, which is one of only 2 waterfalls in the world that have a moonbow. It's a rainbow at night when the moon is full. That's cool, Becky G. And you have Cumberland Falls here. Is that in Oklahoma, Becky? Ditzy is in the house. Howdy, Miss Ditzy. Oh, there's Miss Jenny. The Uncrafty Crafters here. I'm going to get to hug her neck in less than 3 weeks. Why, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. It's very shocking. It's very shocking. The answer to your joke is pilgrims. All right, we got the answer then. My mother did her hair one time and it turned out green. Well, I guess orange is better than green. That's good. Matt says it looks blonde. Can't go by the box because of your own hair color. I've done my own bleaching for the last 6 years. That way I'm the only one to blame. That's right. That's right, Amber, no faith. Christine dyed her hair back when she was younger and had the most beautiful green highlights when I was done. Well, I don't know. Maybe they learned how to fix the green, but not the orange. I don't know. The chemistry of your hair did not match the highlight box. You need specific balance to have correct color. Oh, goodness. Howdy, Miss Rhonda. Welcome in. I don't know. I've been red for a long. Yeah, that was shells. It doesn't. I don't know. It is purple, but it takes out the brass color. How long? How long do I do it, Mindy? That's what I did today is the dang toner. Oh, couple of days a week. Looks like a light strawberry blonde from my end. Well, it's specifically for color or gray hair. Howdy, Mr. Rich. Welcome in. There's Marquita. Howdy do. Let the purple shampoo for 5 minutes. I did. I followed those directions too. It says 3 to 5 minutes. You know, I got that more than 5 even because I'm like, I gotta help this stuff. So I don't know. My granddaughter thought I did something, but I don't know about that. There's Diamonds with Cat. Now, Cat, are you the same Cat we were calling Cat before, but you changed your name, or is this a different Cat that actually says Cat, which is good? We don't have to guess. I don't know which Cat that is. I don't know. Rosalind's here. I know it. Lori Smith. Next time, try Blonde Me with bond enforcing and 20-something developer. Leave it for at least 15 minutes, then rinse and shampoo, followed by a toner. Okay, Carol. I looked up online about what's the best hair highlighter thing from Walmart, and they said something about this bond stuff. So let me tell you, I went and I got the bond stuff, and that's what it wasn't Blonde Me. Wasn't Blonde Me, but it was Daggum Blonde and Forcer stuff. And I did leave that sucker on just like it said for 30 minutes. This is what happened. So I followed them directions. It didn't work. Oh my goodness. Meowie Diamonds and Cats. There's a lot of cats in here. That's Tiffany though. Thank you for putting your name there. I appreciate it. Kira. Rosalind's on the way home from dinner. Robin Pennington's here. I am grounded, Robin. You better darn well believe I'm grounded. I've been sniffing this vanilla too. Purple shampoo twice a week, huh? I don't know. It didn't tell me how often to do the dang purple shampoo. Yes. That's funny, Amber. I have to sniff that. Yes. Diamonds around the world. I thought they were calling you Cat. Tons of cats. Cat for short here. Okay. Catherine. Okay. Cat is short for Catherine there. Gotcha. Jamie's here. And Brandy's here. Okay. Hi, T. I changed my name from Tammy in Washington. You've seen me before. My beloved pug passed away 2 years tomorrow, and she loved Kiwi, her sister. There you go. Ah, and she loved Kiwi. So your pug passed away, but you still have her sister, and she's 12. Is that what I'm understanding? And her sister's called Kiwi? No. Your pugs like to eat kiwis. Is that it? My pug passed away 2 years tomorrow, and she loved kiwi. Her sister is 12. So I think there's a period there, and she loved to eat kiwi. Her sister is 12, but we don't know her name. It wasn't Kiwi. Is that correct? Is that? I think that's what you're saying. I hope it is. Howdy, Miss Barbara Thompson. Yeah, you won a Firefly gift code. Yeah, Keisha, that was a nice win there. Let's see. Jeanette, I'm not lying. Looks great. Oh. Thank you, Jeanette. Uh-oh, I ran out of glitter 824, so I ordered more yesterday, along with other colors. Well, Lisa, depending on when you last bought that glitter 824, it changed shades. So that's just another caveat, folks. I guess we say it under every single description. Buy enough for the project you're on, but if you have some left over, you might just be careful, because when we get in new batches, they are highly likely to change dye lots. Connie's in the house. Thank you for emailing me, Connie. Okie dokie, Connie. I know you think your hair is too short, but I think it looks good. Oh, thanks, Connie. There's Gail. Yes, howdy, Gail. Welcome in. Catherine Roberts. Howdy. How are you doing? I was trying to remember. I had a friend growing up named Catherine, and I don't know why I thought her name it wasn't Roberts. But for just 1 second there, I thought it was him. Miss Hawkins is in the house. And Susan Downey's from Seattle. Well, welcome in, you two. Let's see. It's 12 hours when I got to have mine permed. Minimum 6 when I go to have it dyed. I got hair to my waist. Oof. You do it twice a year. See, that to me is torture. I didn't like sitting there for 4 hours last time, and I tried to avoid it, but it looks like I'm going to be sitting there again anyway. Carol says it's going to be raining all weekend long where she is. Does that mean it's coming this way? I hope not. Sunny and 85 in San Diego. Decaf. That sounds good. It's your parents' fault. They took all the good weather. Is that it? Fun size angel. What's fun size? What do you consider fun size? I need to know. I call Colorado weather bipolar because last weekend it snowed, this weekend it's 80s. Yes. I guess a lot of states are kind of like that right now. Maryland went from 70 to 30s and 40s. Yes. Have you tried light compression socks when you have to sit for a long time? Oh, no, I haven't. Do I need to look into that? I need to look into that maybe. Sherilyn's here. The tariff for Chinese is 145% now and 125% from China. But something doesn't go into full effect until May 2nd. I don't understand it all. I don't even know it. I don't know. Lisa says 4 paintings from Jade. She says they are done, but sitting in a warehouse in China. I have no idea what's going to happen. Nobody does. They really don't. Maria says, Teemaw, I will text you later if you're interested in buying rhinestones from the U.S. that might work out for you to get some orders filled out faster. You're welcome to text me, Maria. Let's see. Lisa said, I heard postage stamps are going from up to 78 cents in July. I bought 100 stamps when they were only 46 cents. What are they now? What are the postage stamps now? And are they really going up? I don't know. Y'all tell me. That's a big jump. But what are stamps right now? What are the price of stamps? May 2nd is the end of the de minimis loophole that many of the shipments from China fell under. Ships being held up due to tariffs. Oh. Gotcha. I see. Let's see. So there's a loophole until May 2nd. Unless everybody decides to play nice, right? I guess things, that's therein is the issue, is you don't know one day to the next what will or might happen, right? Howdy, Miss Cheryl K. Welcome in tonight. I know I need vanilla. You need your entire house vanilla fumed. That's right. And I have definitely learned I stress eat. Oh my gosh, don't put it in front of me because I'm gonna just do it for no reason. I'm not hungry. I'm just like, I just know this. I know this. What I need right now is a cough drop. But anyway, it's hard to talk with them. Let's see. Teemaw, you need to join Nick's tomorrow night, as we were having a whipping chat with others joining the live and painting too. I think I saw something like that happening last week, right? Anita, I don't even know if I had time to sit and I don't know. Not new, just lurk a lot because I watch on my TV and have to open my phone to chat. Gotcha, Terry. Well, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. It has nothing to do with working the order together, Cheryl G. It just takes time. Just lots of time. I have to go through every single product. So let's say S for S light blue. And I have to take that code and I have to go put it in the back office to see. I might see how many I have left in stock, which as of today is 0, by the way. We oversold them. Apparently Serenity came and told me today. I mean, all these little things keep happening on top of everything else. But so she came and said we oversold those today, which I have no idea how that could even happen, since we don't, if I get 100 sparklers in, I'll put 90 in just for safety measures. And yet we did oversell them. So anyway, we're at 0 in light blue, S for S. So but I take that, so I know I have to order it, but how many do I order? So I go put that into the back office analytics and I copy and paste that. I wait for it to come up and I look at that and I say, oh my gosh, we sold, I don't know, making up a number. Oh, we sold 100 of those in the last 3 months. Well, guess what? We got to order whatever it is, 200 of them, something like that. And it's the time consumption of the process that I don't have to do it. At least with the analytics, I don't have to have, a guess, like have Serenity here. What do you think? Should I buy this many or that many? What do I do? So like that. Anyway. Yes, Danielle, you got your golden lotus today. Did you get yours? You know what? I think it said it was delivered, but I'll be honest, Danielle, I haven't been able to think outside my little parameters. If I go to the bathroom and I see messages pop up, I'll get them then. Or so let's say this happened this week. I probably was going to the restroom and I got a notification popped up from, it was Bella Art de Nicole's like a on hand sale for their diamond paintings, right? And it was 10% off of their on hand diamond paintings. And so I clicked through that and I put the thing, I didn't know much about it. I just clicked through it, put stuff in my cart and everything, but one was on sale. So I'm like, I wonder if that's supposed to be that way. So I screenshot it and I messaged them and then I forgot about it, completely forgot about it. And had they not emailed me back, which they did, and said, okay, we got that fixed, I would not have been reminded to go back to that and get that done. And when I did, things kept, it wouldn't, maybe the website was bogged down or whatever, because I'd try to add stuff and it wouldn't go. It would just stop. So I almost didn't get it done because it's just these little bits and pieces of time. Like if I go to eat, then I might can, look at the messages or whatnot at that time. It's just been a very full week in there, but I did order some Bella Art de Nicole diamond paintings this week. Somebody messaged me Mystical Dream diamonds, and I'm like, I don't have time to just sit and look. The fact that this was very limited to what was on hand, and I had seen some in the past I liked the birds and the flowers, and that was easy enough that I knew which ones I liked, and that was easy enough. But to just make decisions and look at everything, and I just didn't have enough time for that. Not at all. Let's see. Cumberland Falls is in southeastern Kentucky. Okay. I don't know why I thought you're in Oklahoma, Becky. I didn't. Yeah, Kentucky. Amber, that's what she said. Oh, whatever hair color, huh? My son-in-law, when they dropped off the kids last night, he's like, oh, hey, you're already at orange. Why don't you just add purple and pink and everything else and match your room back there? You know, at least you'll go for the whole full theme going on. So yeah, not that brave yet. I still get a shock every time I look in the mirror at this point. And yeah, it's definitely a shock. Oh, Golden Lotus, huh? Thank you. Your hair starting. Kerwin says his hair is starting to bleach himself. So, oh, that's not the kind of bleaching I don't think I want going on there, Kerwin. Oh, Tammy did hers years ago. It turned bright orange. Your whole hair, you left it in too long. Oh, I just did the directions, and I'm glad I was only trying to highlight it. I can't imagine if I had it all over, because, you know, I just did like a streak here and a streak here, one here, one here. So underneath of it is not orange because I didn't touch the underneath. It's this that you can see all, you know, right there. It's orange. Yeah, I have it. So we'll get that one designed, but we won't be doing any more designing this month, because this month when we meet, we'll be going to the retreat. So it will be May before we can design again. If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? I did miss that, Lisa. Okay, folks, Lisa Hunt has brought us a joke. If April showers bring May flowers, then what do May flowers bring? Pilgrims. That's her joke. That's her joke. I don't know if it would make it on my Instagram or not. I don't know, but that's her joke. So just let you know. I don't know. I get some pretty goofy ones over there on Instagram. I do. But that was certainly right up there with the dad jokes, Lisa. You got a good dad joke. Yeah. How do you miss Melinda? Welcome in here. Yeah, I think that's called gray hair. Yeah, I do too. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Are you stalking me? Who are we talking to? Melinda, I don't know who's talking to you. You could use purple conditioner also. Well, here's the deal. When I found out I had curly hair, you know, a few years ago, I'm not supposed to use certain types of shampoos and conditioners. And I disregarded that on this purple. And I know it has things in there I'm not supposed to put on my curly hair, but I didn't care. I did not care because I need to take care of this orange stuff. But I don't know. I need blue shampoo to opposite orange, and it will cancel it out. Okay, Miss Fun Size Angel, I still need to know what size that fun size is to you. But where in the world do you get blue? I just did what my gal told me to do, my hair gal, who I didn't use this time apparently, but she just said use this one for brassy stuff, and I did. Buy a blonde dye kit, not bleach. I did buy a blonde dye kit. Pretty sure purple shampoo is for yellow and blue purple would be for orange, but it's only going to do so much. Well, I just bought what she gave me. I did. But besides, purple is blue, has blue in it, right? Sherilyn says, who, me? So maybe Sherilyn is stalking Melinda. Oh, I've already told him that, Cheryl K. We ain't doing this again. This is non-repeatable. This will not happen again. No, I will live with dirty blonde hair forever unless the sun streaks it or I pay for a professional to do this again. That's all that's gonna, yes, we got it. Stephanie's in the house. There's Miss Susan. Lizzie's World of Gems. Howdy. Lizzie, are you going to be at the retreat? I think I saw you. Are you going to be there? Are you going to be there? I hope you'll be there. There is Kays 722. Kays 722. You have Karen at the end. Is that new? Because I don't remember seeing Karen at the end. Tammy needs glitter 823. 823. That still looks pretty good. There's Bella Art didn't call. I did see in there. Okay, Isabella, Pugs and Kiwi said, Isabella passed away 2 years ago tomorrow on April 12th. So Isabella and her sister Rosie, who is still alive, both loved kiwis. Now I'm assuming that's the food, right? Like not the kiwis from New Zealand, right? My first order from you has some half pearls for my gypsy violet painting. Oh, that'll look nice. That'll look nice. And I you have the food picture up there after kiwi, so it's got to be kiwis. And because you wouldn't feed them birds from New Zealand, what kind of sense would that make? capacity cues. Yeah. I was too slow for the hand kits. Hope you did well. I have no idea what hand kits are. You mean the on-hand kits? Is that what you meant? Let's see. That's why you only go twice a year. I know. I hate going once a year. Kayleen is here. Well, let's see. I thought I did. I bought 2 bags. It doesn't matter. I have another color that is close. There you go. There you go. Anna. Okay. There we go. Decaf. Decaf is Anna, right? Right? I don't know how I'm going to remember that. How am I going to remember that decaf is Amber? I don't know. Anna. See, I couldn't even remember for 1 second. Diamonds and decaf is Anna. Oh my gosh. Koopa Kai, you going to help me remember that? Because I can't remember. I don't know how to remember all these things. I don't. I'll write it down. Now, I might be able to. Diamonds and decaf. You know what will help? I'll tell you what will help. When I meet you in person. Because when I meet you in person, then my brain clicks. Having just to remember words is harder, a lot harder. Oh, thank you, Gabrielle. I'm sure either more, I don't know what's going to fix it, but I will be asking an expert from now on. Yes, yes, yes. So Cheryl K, they're about to wrap up Ticket to Ride. This is the longest Ticket to Ride in the history of events, and they're about to wrap it up. Grand finale is Tuesday on tax day. Whew, with games and more prizes. All right. I didn't know that. I'll need to know that. Tuesday, huh? Annette Catalano, welcome in. Oh, Carol will be getting the rain that just left my area. Gotcha. Kayleen, I was too slow for the on-hand kits too. I was glad. What do y'all mean? I thought there was plenty of them. So you're saying they're not there now, that I got lucky? You should get a standing desk. Heidi, I have thought about that more than one time. I was trying to stand up yesterday because my legs hurt so bad. The problem is I got to go through all the paper on my desk when I'm doing these orders. Like I have to be able to write, and for me to be able to see the paper. Oh, no, it's a mess. I do need to stand up though. Yes, I was told I needed decompression socks too. Maybe I should try that. Cheryl, the sale is going well, going until the 15th. We are selling out of some, but still have a lot. See, I thought so. So see, Bella just says that sorry, Nicole. I'm so sorry. I know your name's Nicole. It's so easy. It just say Bella. I say Bella. I know, I'm sorry. But anyway, Nicole says there's still plenty left. So y'all didn't miss, maybe you missed out on some you wanted. I don't know, but there's still plenty left. That's what I thought too. Ships are being held up due to the tariffs. Okay. You know, I just found I feel like I sound smart when I say de minimis. Does that, that sounds like I know what I'm talking about, but I'm just reading really, because that's what it says. There's a de minimis loophole. Write that down for Tuesday. Write it down. I need you to remind me, Ashley. That's what I need. Stamps are, so stamps are currently 73 cents and are going up to 78. Okay. So 5 cents going up. So it's not like running out and buying 100 is going to save a whole lot. I mean, it's 5 cents. But anyway, 5 cents times 100, right? Which is something. It is something. But if I had bought 100 stamps back, I did buy 100 stamps way back then. Those are long since gone, folks. My 100 stamps goes fast. There's Miss Cynthia. Howdy. Post teams are always going out. All right. Every moment put out a couple of messages. I'm spinning. Did you see that, Jenny? Okay, let's see if it goes over here now. We'll see if it starts spinning, because my internet started spinning and it went black. So we'll see what happens. Every moment put out a couple of messages telling people to order now so they won't ship to the US at all. I did see that. I really wanted the fox and gnome, but I missed him. Gotcha. Been there, done that. Yes. I only use 2 or 3 stamps a year. Well, I guess 100 will last you for the rest of your life. When I was in high school, I dyed my hair from a box. Later, I wanted to go back to my natural color, and the stylist matched my eyebrow color. I look sallow and ill from the color mismatch. That's what I'm saying. I feel like a teenager. I feel like looking in the yearbook and going, Well, I said I would never do this and this and this. Hey, look, I figure it's year 2025. If you buy a box of hair dye, should it not work the way it says right there? And I paid for the most expensive hair dye in Walmart, and I followed the directions, and it should work. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't match the box. I did it like it said. It just didn't work. It didn't work. Amber was there. It was a ton of fun. They were there for hours doing Nix's DP along. Woo-wee. I will have to watch the first 40 minutes later. No worry, Kim. No worry. I think they're postponing the tariffs for 90 days. No, I don't think so, Maria. Not for China. We had one or two of those going into the sale, Cheryl. Yeah. I don't think they're postponing tariffs to China for 90 days. There you go. The tariffs for China for 90 days is all of the countries except China. Yes. Evermoment will not ship drills either for a cross stitch conversion. A couple of the companies use Evermoment for the DP business. That is correct. Yes, we'll do. Keep her in mind. Absolutely. Howdy, Miss Lickley. Oh, thank you, Miss Nicole. I'm guessing that that was my guess, that there was too many people on because it kept bogging down. I couldn't load a page. So I had to quit what I was doing again and ended up coming back to it later. But I did fit it in. But the point was, I happened to see that notification when I took a break, and that I just happened to see it. So it popped up. I got it. Kayleen, I couldn't figure out the Mystical Dream website. The on hand was not labeled that I could find. Oh, wait, Mystical Dream. No, Mystical Dream is different than the Belle Art de Nicole. The Belle Art de Nicole website, she had them labeled on hand. Mystical Dream, she had some in her group. She only has like 2 or 3. She had a few Phoenix Fantasy, Rise Above Phoenix for the Phoenix Fantasy event. She has those and some romance art flowers. And one other one, I think. She had some of those on hand. That's it. Oh, did you see that? Becky, Tammy says that Cumberland Falls is only 45 minutes from her. How about that? Yeah, you do live close to each other. Mayflowers bring hay fever. Oh, well, shoot. That's the other thing I've been dealing with. Y'all remember that dang sty that I said I was getting last week? Oh, gosh, that came on with a vengeance, y'all. Even though I hit it immediately with the antibiotic, I had to call on Monday and get another prescription for that. I've bought 2 face masks. Darn it, I didn't bring them in here. I bought 2 heated face masks, and I've tried both of them. One is plugged. One was without a plug. I tried that one last night. That one's going back. That didn't cover the eye as well. So I have been dealing with the eye sty this week. And in the last few ones I've had, when I feel them coming on, I do enough stuff that, I just get over them. It doesn't get bad. This one got bad. There's still a little bitty, it feels like a piece of rice is stuck right there under my skin. That's what it feels like, even with all that I did. So yeah, I've been fighting that too this week. Just lovely. It's been a wonderful week, but it could be worse. And I know this, so it's okay. Miss Daisy Travis, welcome in. If y'all haven't checked out them, Lady Lathe Customs by Design, along with our Poshy Pens group, y'all go check those folks out over there. Show them some loving. Let's see. You added your name. Thank you. I appreciate you added your name. So why is it K's? Is it short? Like for Karen? I don't know. I don't get it. You're going to 4 retreats this year, says Nicole. Woo-wee. I got tired of traveling, and then we got a house, so we're going to start having our own retreats eventually. It's taken forever and a day to get it going, but hey, there's more news. J Paul's been over there, and then my son Benjamin, he was there yesterday. Thank goodness for Benjamin. But so he's keeping J Paul on his toes and keeping him going and keeping him going. So every week we're making it's not as if we had someone that was going there every single day and working full time that we were paying, it would be done. But we don't. So he works a full-time job. My son works a full-time job, and I work a full-time job, and I can't get over there to get any more painting done. So they are, and the painting will be a big ordeal at one point, but right now they're still doing so much, remodeling the whole bathroom and putting up light fixtures but they are making progress, right? So progress is something. It's just taking a lot longer than I want them to. Cheryl G is going to see her at 3 of them. So anyway, the point was that the retreats were wearing me out with all the traveling and the little short stays. And that just wears me out. So I wanted to have a retreat where it's a longer stay. And that's my goal. And that's what I want to do so that people can go and craft for more than 2 days. So I want to get in on a Monday and leave on a Saturday. And you have nearly a whole week in there to craft. And that's my goal there. Okie dokie. Jen M was here. Yes, that's Anna. And I'm pretty sure I'm getting to meet Anna. Ditzy, are you going to be at the mingle? Are you going to be there? I need to get some more pearls for squares or quad cubes for Mask of Love. Yes. Yes. I do get to meet Anna at the mingle. Do I get to meet Ditzy? I wonder. All righty. That's wonderful. I forget all the names too. Yes. Oh, okay. Michigan, Ohio, Virginia. You're going to Virginia? That means you must be flying in Texas. Gotcha. I already picked out my kit for next year's Ticket to Ride. I'm saving Moonlight Paradise. Ooh, Bonnie, that would be great if that were it, wouldn't it? What events are we doing in May? Oh my goodness. Well, Michelle, there's a lot of double events like Dakotathon. That's its second month. And Be a Little Artsy. That's its second month. And I think May is when the Mermaids and Magic starts. It's when Phoenix Fantasy starts. I don't know. There's so many. I can't keep up with them. Now, Curran was in here earlier. They are doing better at all of these little things going on. Try elevating your legs and using a cream called Voltron or Tiger Balm for pain. I could be called worse than Bella. That's true. Yes, that's right. I have Crafter's Paradise in Texas too, not doing GLE. One of my favorite words is de minimis. De minimis. It almost now sounds like a dinosaur. Does that not sound like a dinosaur? Yeah, it does. Plus, if you order from Bella Art Nicole during the sale, you get the free It's Fine, I'm Fine. Really? I get a free tray? I didn't know. I didn't know this, Heidi. If you order from during the tray, you get a fine, I'm fine, everything's fine. I didn't know. I had no clue. Cheryl K loves standing desk. Use the same desk, just auto adjust. Oh, well, that's nice. Cheryl, come to Oregon. Oh, they are having a West Coast event next year. Buy more stamps now to Christmas. That's right. There's a Phoenix Fantasy link. Too close to no frills, and I am doing the week with all the stuff at work. Oh, gotcha. That's right. That's the one I'm not going to. Isn't there a mermaid event? Yes. No, it's in May. Eileen, it's in May. Mermaids and Magic with Shay and I'm sorry. Y'all tell me. All these sock ideas has me picturing Teemaw's feet look like Randy from Christmas Story. Maria, you're braver than me, Teemaw, coloring your hair. Mine was always been black, scared to change it. Well, I'm sure it's beautiful, Maria, and I probably should have been afraid too. And I would have been in a better place today had I been afraid, and we could have just made an appointment and just go torture in that chair for 4 hours and be done with it. Let's see. Mermaids and Magic. That was it. It is in May. It doesn't match the bot because it depends on what color your hair starts as. My daughter explained all that since she graduated Paul Mitchell with honors. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely. Thank you so much. That should be on the box. It said right there on the back of the box. If your hair is this, it could look this. If it's this, it could look this. And my hair was right there in the middle. It says it could look like that. And it didn't. I'm telling you, it did not. Should we take bets when she will be caught up? Go ahead and try. You can try. She posted something about her supplier changing shipping, so shipping would not go up for her customers. Mystical dreams. That's right. There we go. There's all of Bella Art's links. Had a hairdresser years ago add some red to my hair color without telling you. My mom is a redhead and my head looked like it was on fire. She had it color it 2 more times. Still had some red. Oh my gosh. I would, that's not funny. That's not funny. Oh my gosh. Cheryl G says ticket to ride on tax day. That's not nice. Way to wind down after tax day. Tax day ends at midnight. Okay, my initials are KS. So KS. K's. Okay. Gotcha. Are you ever called K's? I don't know. Red is hard to get out. With my daughter's help, I bleach my hair and color it teal every 2 months. It's a job and a half since it is semi-permanent. It bleeds every time I wash it. Well. Teal every 2 months. No. I can't do it. I can barely get my haircut once a year. And it's going to 3 of the treats with you. Oh, how fun. That is fun. I want to go to a treat, says Rosa. I'm kind of scared to fly right now. See, I've only gone to ones I can drive to. And I will be honest about this one, Domingo. I didn't know it was this far, or I probably wouldn't be going. I thought it was a couple hours closer, and it is 10 hours and 17 minutes from the house, no stops. And of course, so we're going to have to take 2 days to drive that. We will take 2 days to drive that anyway. So I'm there for a week-long retreat. Oh, here, you mean? Here for a week-long retreat? I'm going to No Frills next year, says Ditzy. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's Diamonds in the Rough as well. That's going on right now. Are you doing that, Koopa Kai? That's not you. That's you? Okay. We'll get her on, because we got to get her on. I told her 15 minutes ago. I tried to get her to come, Dizzy, but she said, nope, it's hers retreat. Yep. No. And not only, I don't know how many more I'll be going to at all. I almost backed out of this one. I did. Almost. If it weren't for Cheryl, I wouldn't be going to this one again. But anyway, like something from Gladiator. Yes. Maximus de Minimus. That's it, Anna. That's it. Rosalind, they're having one on the West Coast next year. There's Michelle. She's doing Diamonds in the Rough. Haven't signed up for No Frills yet. My first retreat will be Lone Star, and I won't need to make sure it's something for me. I'm pretty sure it will be. Ah, your first retreat will be Lone Star. Gotcha. Melanie's doing Mermaids and Magic. I don't have many mermaids. I guess I have some. Yes. I'm still thinking about, what your new special enhancements will be. Oh, Cheryl G must be thinking hard about that. Melanie. I knew it. Melanie is hosting Mermaids and Magic. There you go. Anna's in Southern California. For real? Y'all got to fly to all these things? Golly. Susan, I'm lurking on my work break. We'll welcome in Miss Susan. Melanie is hosting it. Oh, just Melanie? Are you doing it alone, Melanie? All right. Let's see. 4 flights in 1 week from Boston, LA and back was a bit smooth traveling. Talking about dinosaurs, did you hear about wolves they brought back to life that have been what? Okay, do you know about this, Koopa Kai? Okay, y'all, we're going to bring Koopa Kai on here now because Crashley says my hair is just fine. Oh, she says, is my hair on fire or is it orange? She didn't say fine. She asked, is it on fire or is it orange? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You may as well go ahead and call me Carrot Top since that's what J-Paw did. And by the way, we aren't talking right now. All right, here we go. All right, Miss Koopa Kai herself is in the house. There's
howdy.
I had her waiting this whole time. I get to talking and I still didn't get caught up. I didn't get caught up. So tell me about, do you know anything about these dire wolves?
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't know a lot. I mean, I just know that I saw a bunch of news articles saying that they brought these wolves back to life and there was a person holding one. So, I don't know why. I didn't. Why would you bring it back? I don't know.
I don't understand it. This is the first I've seen dire wolf on some things throughout the week, like YouTube names of stuff, but I just thought when they're I don't have time to listen, so I'm just seeing. I'm thinking they're bringing back. You know how they introduce bears and they reintroduce wolves to certain areas. I thought they were reintroducing a type of wolf to an area. You're saying
My understanding is they actually have one now, a live one. I don't know how they did it. I didn't bother read how they did it, so I don't know that much. But my understanding is they actually have one now.
Yeah.
Now, you'd think you need a second one to make more of them. So I don't know if there's more than one.
Kerwin's saying they have two.
Okay.
They didn't bring them back to how do they have not been extinct for over 10,000 years if they have them, because that means they're not extinct. What does that mean? That can't be. How can it be? I don't know. Have you, Jenny, ever had a bad experience with a hairdresser?
Yes.
You have?
Yes. I had one. This precious lady, she'd been coloring my hair for a while, and I don't know what happened, but she ended up putting one of those really tight caps on my head to put red highlights in my hair, and I really wasn't wanting red. I was kind of wanting auburn, and because I was getting grays, and she did that horrible thing where they take that thing and go in the cap and pull your hair through it.
I remember that.
And it hurts. And she did that, colored my hair, then pulled the cap off, and I was literally bright red. My whole hair was literally on fire. And I had 2 graduations to attend, and they were relatives out of state. And I went to the out of state, and one of my relatives looked at me and went, "What happened to your head?" Yeah. Yeah. I didn't go back to her. She was a really sweet lady. I don't know what happened. Normally she did great with my hair, but that time it was horrible. It was just horrible. And it wasn't even a good red. It was just this gross red. Somebody had dumped a bunch of ketchup on my head or something. It was really bad.
It can be very traumatic.
Yes.
Did you cry?
I cried after my relative said something about my hair, because I was trying to set this brave face, okay, it's okay, it's okay. And then when I got the look, it was okay, yeah, this is not okay. It's definitely not okay.
I haven't cried this week, so I think that's something right there. But
that is excellent.
I have been on the verge of crying a couple times this week with everything combined. It's not just the hair, but then the eye, and then the friend, and then the taxes, and then so it's the whole thing combined has almost got me there. But
because it's piled on. It's all those little things, and yes, it can always be worse. But when you have the pile on, it's just overwhelming. It's exhausting.
It is, and especially when you realize, oh my gosh, I didn't pay those taxes yet, and I haven't, whatever it might be, and it is overwhelming. So I just thought the hair in the middle of it, I may as well laugh, because crying is not going to help.
Although it might release some of that stress, Teemaw. If you get a little cry out, it might relieve some of the stress.
Maybe it would. I think that's part of the reason of why I got the style last week anyway, was, stressful things or something. I don't know. Yeah. There's Crashley. We know Crashley's here because she goes, Crashley said it really doesn't look bad. It's just a pretty strawberry blonde, after she says that it looks like it's on fire. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is. I actually don't think it looks that bad. I know that cameras and all that stuff can make it look different than probably in real life, but it really doesn't look as bad as you keep saying. But it's your own head, and you're used to seeing your head a certain way. So,
and I also did tone it down. Apparently, I don't see the difference, but my granddaughter saw the difference. I don't know. You're right. I'm not used to it. It definitely is shocking. It is shocking.
I bleached my hair blonde once, and I was told to use the purple shampoo so that it made my hair not turn orange. So I think it may be helping to maybe not make it turn more orange.
Oh.
That's what my hairdresser told me when I bleached my hair, was that you had to use purple shampoo because it would make sure your hair didn't turn orange.
And somebody said something about blue shampoo. I don't know if there's a blue shampoo or not. I don't know.
I know.
I just bought what I was told. All right. So let's get to diamond painting. Let's get off bad hair days. This is depressing. How long have you been diamond painting?
I have been diamond painting since 2019, late 2019.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a kit at a Walmart that I got from my mom. She was, my mom battles brain cancer, so I thought it might be something she could do. And she really didn't have a whole lot of interest, so I ended up doing the kit and fell in love with it. So
you've been doing it ever since.
Yeah. But I got my first DAC in 2020. So I started with the cheap Amazon kind of things, like 2019 into mid 2020. And then I got my first DAC, and that changed my world to like real high quality kits. So
right. How did you
I haven't gone back.
After finding one at Walmart, how did you end up finding that?
I think an ad, because, I was clicking and like searching for diamond art stuff. And I think an ad popped up and I was like, what is this? And I had joined a bunch of groups on Facebook, and people were talking about it as well. And I think the combination, you know how this little logarithm works. And I think an ad popped up and I was like, okay, well, what is this? Let me try it.
Okay. Got
it. And I was laughing today, I think it was, that I have some of the old DACs where the sticker sheet wasn't even cut. It was just one giant sticker. And they had that like white transfer paper, like you could change out. You could do the clear or the white on the kit. I don't know if you remember that or not, but
you started in 19 and I started towards the fall of 18, and they were in its infancy. I think Diamond Art Club started in 18. So they were definitely some, older kits that I do have hanging around. Cheryl and I did a design on one of them last time, and it was kind of strange because all those little bitty bags that you used to see when you'd buy stuff. Did you ever buy any from AliExpress? Did you ever?
I did not.
So back in the day when we used to buy from AliExpress all the time, and they have all these little bags of 200s and stuff like that. Anyway, Diamond Art Club used to have theirs the same way. So, yeah, the older ones, they've definitely come a long way. That's my point. They've transitioned and come a long way from their beginnings, which I think they did start in 18. So the same.
Well, you've come a long way. I was thinking about this as well, because I remember when I first found your company, you were still like in the little garage and had shelves, and you had like posted that you were trying to move out to a bigger space. And I remember you were organizing drills because they were in your garage on shelves. It's been a while.
They're still in the garage.
Okay.
There's so many of them. They're also on the floor, and we took over a quarter of Jerry's shop last year, and there's more shelves down there. And so we've completely outgrown this space. Now, when you're talking about it, we actually had it in here. So we did them in here at one point, filled orders. And so what we've done since you're talking about is we finished the loft above the garage. And so that space is now the fulfillment center, but we have outgrown that too. So all of that will eventually be moving over to the new property. Once we get the house up and finished, then we'll get the shop ready to get all the stuff over there. So who knows when that will be. I mean, I think we'll be lucky to get that done by the end of the year, because we got the house is more important to get that up and running.
Well, I just think it's amazing to see how far you've come in the year since I was introduced to you. Because I mean, I think about like all these events you sponsor. Like, you've been kind enough to sponsor Diamonds in the Rough for Ditzy and myself, because Ditzy's Diamond and actually started Diamonds in the Rough, and then I popped in this year to help a little bit. But like, you're just so kind. You're so generous to so many events and so many people in the community, and you're like a household name now. Well, you are. Everybody knows who you are.
Well, Oh, with the orange hair, that one. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we got a question here for you.
Yes.
How do you pronounce that name the proper way?
It's Koopa Kai. So if you think of like Cobra Kai, the show Cobra Kai where they do the karate, but it's like Koopa Kai.
Koopa Kai. So
Koopa Kai.
how have I been saying that?
You've been saying it right.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been right. It's Koopa Kai.
I got it right, Cheryl. Okay, all right, I got it right. I think I'd asked her that before anyway. So yeah, Koopa Kai. So and how did you come up with that? How did you come up with the name?
It came from Gilligan's Island. My husband doesn't like me to say that it comes from Gilligan's Island because he's like, I don't want to get in trouble. So nobody report us for anything. But it's kind of like an island name, and it was also used in a Gilligan's Island episode. So it stuck, and he thought it was a funny name, and he figured out a way to spell it himself, and it's just stuck. So and nobody has it, so it's kind of different where you don't have the same name as everybody, but it does make it hard because people don't know how to pronounce it. So,
gotcha. And well, I don't know. I think I had asked you before how to pronounce it, and I do remember the Gilligan's thing now. But again, when all of that's being read and in chat, I can't always remember all of that stuff. So,
well, I've been impressed. You always remember my name is Jenny. I of all the people that you see and all the names that scroll, I can't keep up with all these names because there's so many amazing people and you want to interact, but I can't remember everybody's names.
Well, I do not always remember the names, so it is hard sometimes, and I have to do name associations occasionally, and it really, really helps when I meet people a lot. But I can't always remember all of them, and I hate that because I'll be like, who's the one that said do this, or who's the one that said do that? I can't remember, but I try my best, but I can't. They're saying, oh yeah, she says it's hard to keep up. I just remember the Tuttles from Mario Brothers, the Koopas. I don't know. I don't know. The Koopas from Mario Brothers. I don't know.
I played a little bit of Mario, but I really stunk at that game. My brother would play and beat me, and it would just not be fun. And I'm the kind of person that if I'm playing either the car game or a video game, I like jump or I turn, and everybody laughs at me, so I don't play.
Well, that means all the new stuff you'd be good at, because isn't it interactive? Like all this.
Probably. Oh yeah, like with the little hand things. I probably still wouldn't be good, Teemaw.
That
still probably wouldn't be good.
That reminds me. Let me see. Okay, I caught the kids. I was in there. You reminded me of something when we said that. Here we go. Here's what I caught the kids doing this week. Hold on. I did it again. I can't remember to turn my sound on when I do these videos. All right. Hold on. Here we go. We'll start it again. Will you turn? You want to turn? Here, let's see. There's my.
Oh, look at him.
But see, they're holding their phones and they're getting points and moving to the music while they're holding their phone. And I just had to get Gideon in there. I'm used to seeing the girls doing it, but when I walk by, he still don't know I'm filming him at this point. There you go.
Fun.
Now he knows. So anyway, that reminds me of that. But that's the kind of thing those girls were doing. And let me get you back down here. There we go.
That looks like fun.
Well, I'm like, oh my gosh, Gideon's up there dancing. I have to get a video of that. So anyway,
that's fun.
Okay, so how often do you get to diamond paint?
I try to diamond paint an hour to 2 hours a day. So I don't get to do as much as I'd like, and I'm not good at being those marathons like a lot of people do. I get too sore, so I'm not going to go into a big long thing, but I have lupus, so my body gets achy if it stays in one place for too long.
Ooh.
So I have to kind of get up and move a little bit, and I just can't sit and diamond paint for that long. I'm going to my first retreat in June, and I'm a little nervous because I don't sit and diamond paint like for hours. So I'm going to have to get up and move some and then sit down some. So it's my very first retreat, so I'm going to give it a shot.
You see which one you going to, the GLE then?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
going to GLE.
People get up all the time though. Like some people will do the marathon stuff and hardly ever done, and they'll get a diamond paint done in that 2.5 days. It's crazy. And then other people, they hardly ever diamond paint because they're visiting. So you got the opposite ends of the spectrum, and you got people that'll get some done. So
I figured I'll be somewhere in the middle, but I'm excited to meet people. I think that's going to be fun. So
yes.
Fun.
Yeah.
So I don't get to diamond paint as much as I'd like to, and I started doing a lot of events last year. My very first event I kind of got out of the diamond painting community for a few years and then came back to do Diamonds in the Rough with Ditzy last year. I wasn't a co-host, I was just a participant. And so I kind of got myself back in and was doing events. And then I did too many events, and now I have like 6 whips that I haven't gotten finished, and it's driving me insane. So I have like promised myself no more events after Diamonds in the Rough. I have got to get caught up.
I keep saying the same thing. I finally got caught up. And you know what I have found? I am addicted to diamond painting so much that when I finally get to do it, it had been a couple months, and I finally got to diamond paint. I stay up all night and I hate it because then I hurt myself, and so I physically start paying for it, and maybe even emotionally because it messes me up when I do that. But yet I feel so much better to be able to diamond paint. I haven't yet mastered it's 12 o'clock. Let's turn it off and go to bed thing, because I finally sitting down to diamond paint. I'm like, just this one more color, just one more section or whatever. And it's hard. It's hard to stop. Jenny says, the other Jenny, the Uncrafty Crafter, says that at her first retreat, she didn't even diamond paint at all. She was too busy socializing. And we were at that same retreat together, Jenny, and I barely got to meet y'all till the very end. Her and her sister, because we were at the opposite end of rooms. It was kind of like 3 rooms pieced together, and I was in this corner and she was over here. And so that's the one thing I've tried to do better, is try to get around just a little bit more. It's hard. So what I've told myself this retreat is, don't be disappointed if you can't diamond paint, because I want to visit. That's why I'm going on this retreat anyway, is to see folks I haven't seen in a couple of years. That's the whole reason I'm going. So if I get to diamond paint some, that would be great, since I don't get to do it much at all. I don't know how to say this name. M Extra 2, or I don't know. M Extra. I'm in 4 events and doing 3 canvases at the same time. I am doing 3 canvases too. And I said, after I had finished up those canvases, I'm not doing this again. I'm doing 1 at a time. And then Dakotathon started, and be a little artsy. I wasn't going to do that. I have only a few of those, but after designing them, I love the color palettes of the Mrs. Butter D so much. It's opposite. Like a Dakotathon is the bolder, the darker, and it's opposite. Oh, so now I have 3 again that I didn't want to do. Yeah.
I have like multiple companies going right now. I have the one with the diamond art. I have a Stitch rendition from that. It's Stitch with a lightsaber. And then I have Reagan Kupicek. Is that how you pronounce it? I have a kit of hers that was from Art and Soul that it's the Starling from Silence of the Lambs. It's that main character from that movie. And then I've got a big mystery kit that was like I think it was number 8. So it was like early on. And I was still new with the Diamond Art Club, and I totally misjudged the size. And it's like 109 centimeters on one side. And it's so overwhelming, and it's like sat for years because I'm like so scared of it. I have like 1 row done. It's just, so it has sat for forever. And then I have my current Diamonds in the Rough. I'm doing an older DAC Gary Patterson one that's called Pounce, where the dog's kind of jumping on some of the little critters in the grass. So
does it have words on that one?
It just says Pounce at the top. So, and then I'm trying to think, like, got Stitch. Oh, I have a Care Bear as well. One of the Care Bears by Reagan as well.
You have 6 going?
I think there's 5. I think I have 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have 5, and they're all like the Care Bear one. I'm halfway done. Everybody else, I've got like 1 row done. So it's like I've got like maybe an 1/8 of the kit done. It's like, oh gosh, I gotta get to work.
Oh, Sherilyn says she has 5 kits she's currently working on for 11 events.
Oh my.
How does it make you feel when you have these 5 going? How does it make you feel?
Like, stressed out.
Okay. So
it's too much. Yeah. I did it to myself. But I mean, it's a learning curve. I mean, I don't care how long you diamond paint. I think you still find things you learn along the way. And I have learned that I am not good at having lots of whips. It's overwhelming. I've run out of storage containers. Like, I've got some in ARTDOT. I've got some in EWs. I've got some in Tic Tacs. Like, I've used every form of storage container I can find. And now, like, one of them is in ARTDOTs, like the round ARTDOTs. Yeah. And it's in a box on the floor of my craft room because I had to like move them. And it's like, oh, but I will say, your drawer things for the ARTDOTs, that's been a game changer for me because I had a bunch of drawers with the jars in them and I pulled drills out of that to change how I was storing my extra drills. Right. And those are a game changer because I was able to kit up out of one of those drawers, so all the jars weren't all moving. So I have a drawer of drills now that I can work out of because they're not wiggling. So that could work. That's my game changer.
Well, see, I'm an organizer at heart, whether it may or may not look like that. And when I got those drawers, that's what I hated. If you take anything out, then they start going all which ways and whatever. So that's why we made that. I think it was Jerry. He was pulling my drawers out and my Jerry's like, well, why don't we make something for that? And so my son-in-law and him designed it that night. And that's where we came up with that, just to try to keep things organized. And of course, now you can actually pick that up and move that to your table if you need to, or put that into one of our stands if you need to have that out. But it does work for that. So your drawer has now become like a case, so to speak, as long as you're not traveling. Yeah.
And then I can put it out of the way. Like if I need my craft table or something, I can just slide the drawer back in the little box and then it's out of the way. So
how many fit in that drawer? Are you talking about the little skinny or the fat drawers?
I'm the skinny ones. Gotcha. So what is it, like 8 in a row, I think? I think it's 8 in a row. Something like that.
Yeah, so maybe 32.
Yeah.
Smaller. So bigger drawers would be like 44 or something. So you could get.
Yeah, so you could even do. Yeah. And I actually I'm using 2 drawers. I have 2 drawers that I have kitted up in right now. So it really is not too bad. It makes it easier to move it, and then I can actually take it, like if I want to go from my craft room to the living room, I can just carry the drawer.
That's a fantastic idea. So that's a great idea, Jenny, because I'm thinking when I have 3 kitted up right now and I was running out of the zipper, these things, I kitted this one up and I had run out of those. And I'm like, what am I going to use next? But that is a great idea because the drawers, if they get in the way, you just push them right back up there as long as we label what they're for or something. That's a great idea. Rick says the drawer inserts are invaluable, so he likes them too.
But it's definitely a game changer. So
free event. She said she got confused and entered the wrong progress in the wrong event. Oh my goodness.
If I post a progress post, I just start putting all the hashtags and just hope I get them right.
I know. I remember one year I was doing that with so many of them, and I haven't done that in a while. What I forget is that when I'm working on a DAC canvas, which I had not done in a while, but I am again. And when I'm working on one of those, I could technically post progress in there too. And I sometimes, I don't think about that to do. Travel tip. Jenny from the Uncrafted Crafter says, if you're traveling with drills in a Tic Tac container, tape the lids down because those lids pop off. And I know someone who traveled and opened their case to a mess.
Oh, that would be brutal.
That is true. I'm using just the round ones, kind of like the ARTDOT ones.
Yeah.
So in these cases, for that reason too, Jenny. So what does the drawer fit into? Do you have one there you can show them or not? I can.
Hang on one second. I'm going to stand up.
Okay. Have all DMC codes so easy to kit up and down. Love it. And it's very fast. What do you mean, Cheryl? Okay. Oh, so did you say M extra because you're saying like I'm extra? Like you were saying like, hey, I'm extra, that kind of thing. You have 2 ARTDOT drawers. So there's a drawer and there's the insert. That's the ARTDOT insert.
I just don't have any jars in this. So yeah, but the insert fits in here so nicely. I mean, it just, slides right on in there.
Yeah.
And
well, we appreciate that.
And then these slide in each other. Like you can, there's a groove. If somebody doesn't know, there's a groove, and they slide together so you can make different configurations with them in a stack. So
Cheryl helped get me organized because I've been wanting to do it for years and buying different ways to organize things and, buying supplies for years and never taking the time to do it because, as you know, organization takes time to get it done. Mm-hmm. And so she spent a month getting my stuff organized for me. And so I have to try to keep up with it, and which is also takes time too. But so right now it's caught back up. So
that's the hard thing is I get organized and then I get into a project or something and I pull a bunch of stuff out and then I'm bad about putting it away again, and it's like, because I finished the project and I'm like, I don't want to put all this away right now. I'm tired. And then it just starts piling up.
Do you like kitting up or kitting down?
Yeah.
You like
I like kitting up. I don't like kitting down as much. Okay. I save my DAC drills. So I have them. Ditsy got me on this whole thing where the bags.
Oh yeah.
And it's one of the little things that twist ties. It's a metal twist tie and it's a ring.
Where do you get the twisty ones?
I got them off Amazon.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and so they lock in place. Now they do like fling open, so you have to be careful when it unscrews. It wants to bounce back, if you can see that. And so you kind of have to be careful that it doesn't go flying when it's a thicker ring of drills. And I got some of the color. I know you have them too, like the you probably it's glare, but the colored stickers that have the DMC code on them.
Yeah.
I got some of those. Yeah. I didn't know you sold them when I bought these. I'm sorry, Teemaw. I found out after the fact. But yeah, here's
the deal. I had bought organizing stickers and spent a whole bunch of money on organizing stickers, supporting another small shop off of Etsy because I intended to get organized, right? So they sat there again because I had all my organizing supplies and I never used them. And I was looking up stuff on AliExpress one day and just searching up probably for freebies or something for the business. And I seen them DMC stickers pop up. I'm like, holy smokes, they're available. And then I start looking on Amazon. And so these DMC stickers are everywhere. And I'm like, well, maybe I can get some made that have my name on it, since we are all about drills. And so, and then, so that's what we did then is we just had them make some with our name on it. And so they're not that big of a deal. They're, just made in China, but they'll get you organized. So anyway.
Now I have a question for you. I still haven't figured out how to store my Teemaw drills. So They're right now in a box, just like thrown in a box. And I'm just starting my, like, getting a decent collection. And I've debated about putting them in my art dots. But I love your little labels. Your labels are so pretty. And I don't want to take them out of the nice thick bags, but yet I'm like, so I'm in this conundrum. Will you ever make labels? Like, I know you have the DMC labels, but is Teemaw ever going to make labels for her drills?
I guess so you're just saying people have asked us that so many times. So you're just saying, like, the ones that come on these sparklers. That's what you mean?
Yeah, they're probably not cheap for you to make, but like, can you make like little mini versions?
I don't know. Let's see. Dawn was saying got baseball cards to cover the contact paper. The Teemaw bags fit in there.
Okay.
I
can see that.
Now, if you put that question in the group, you're going to have dozens of different answers. So that's why it's hard to say how to do that, because my way might be completely different than so there's not really one good way. Obviously, I use the ARTDOT drawers, and so I use that. But Angelina, she uses the like you said, the Elizabeth Ward containers. She has that. So there's all kind of things. Rich says keeps his special drill in an ARTDOT drawer. Labels would be convenient, he says. Same cases with Harbor Freight. I use a box I made, like baseball card dividers. So did you see the group that somebody posted in the group last week or so about that that thing on Amazon? It was like organizing baseball cards, and it was pretty cool the way they had it. That was
okay. I'll have to look.
Yeah, they had that too. I didn't order that because I remember seeing it. I got the link, and that's as far as that went. Because even if I got it ordered, I guess I could show people, but I wouldn't probably use it since we have my system here. Right. S for S stickers usually peel off, and I cover with clear tape. That's what Dawn is saying. Buy a label maker. So they're saying that. So we have been asked that dozens of times, and
I'm
you're
sure
saying
you probably have,
right? You're saying just small.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd probably have to get a lot of letters on a little spot. Probably wouldn't work. So,
what the issue is putting all the different ones onto something people could buy, and then so it would change.
And your ever-changing inventory.
Yes, so that we would change the way we do something, or like now we would be shipping out paper products and have to have different. I don't know. So yes, we've had people say it. Maybe someone could make them, and I could point people that way. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Cheryl has talked about that for a couple years now. I don't know how to do that. But so Peggy Wood's asking where you got your purple bags. I think she said Amazon.
Oh yeah, these came from Amazon as well. Yeah, I think I don't have the links right handy. But I know that if you want a quick reference, not to plug somebody else, but I know that Ditsy's Diamond Den has them in one of her YouTube things, like a direct link, because I picked it up from her. So, not to plug somebody else, but that's where I got them from. That's where I got the idea. So I got to give her credit. She gets the credit. She guided me in that way.
There you go. And that's a good way to start. I wouldn't be able to, to manage all the things I would have on rolls. Now, speaking of that, though, I do have so our color box. See, these are the samples. So this is like one of everything of glass. Oh, wow. That's just glass, though. So when we're designing, we have all of that here on all the rings. So that, see, so these are all the metallic, say, the styles that we have, so we have all of that there. We use these for designing so we can have the actual product, but that's just the glass product. So that's when having these cards come in handy. So then you put your stash there, because then you go and look and see, do I have anything in that family, instead of digging through, umpteen containers, So having the stash there, but that's what those sheets that are printed out, or that you can print out from the website. So that also just shows you stash too, so you wouldn't have to dig. So that's how you display stash, but still how to store stash. That's going to be, you could post that in the group and you'll get a half a dozen ideas, and that might help you. So somebody found binders, but they outgrew them. Some people use binders, but they can be outgrown pretty quickly.
Yeah. And I think that's part of my problem is I get a little OCD in like, I want the numbers in order. So if I have like these front 3 and I need a color here and there's a bunch more, then I'm like shifting all of my colors to put that one color in the right spot. So I think that's the librarian in me. It all has to be like in order.
Well, it does do that. So when we add a lot of products, so last year when we were adding, say, tons of more pixie dust, we're having to do that every time, relabel, new labels and put that on every time. But we, so far we're caught back up again. But you said librarian. So what is it that you do?
I used to work at a library for 5 years. I worked in the circulation department, and then I worked in the adult services department doing like adult programs for adults to come and participate in, and like research and stuff like that. Helping people with their ancestry and stuff like that. And then now I volunteer at the local library where we moved to. So I spend a few hours every week volunteering, and you know how children's departments, their books get all out of whack because kids just pull them off and then shove them. I go in and I start putting things back in order. So that's
until the next day.
Until the next time kids come again. Yeah, they call it reading shelves because you're, especially in like nonfiction, when you're looking at the Dewey Decimal System, you go through and you get them all kind of in order. So
cool.
I spend hours doing that.
Do you like reading as well?
I love to read. Yes, I have a home library of almost 2,000 books. So yeah, I'm a very big reader. But I still buy books and I still go to the library. My husband's like, "Will you ever stop?" He's like, "It's as bad as your craft room." No, I need to.
I stopped buying the book. I don't know how many I have. I have thousands of books as well. But I stopped buying the books when I started, when I got heavy into diamond painting. And the last of my littles are growing up. Now my grandchildren check them out. So I'm their library right now. But it's not that I haven't thought about, getting rid of the books, because the kids have grown up. Yes, I have grandchildren. I've thought of that. I've thought of that. They're not being used like they used to, that kind of thing. Now, how did you get most of your books?
I bought them library book sales. I was on the board with the Friends of the Library program, and we would do book sales multiple times in the year. And so I would buy books at that because it was supporting the library, and I was, getting books cheaper. So they were used, but they're just as good to me used as new.
The bulk of my books are from library sales.
Yeah. That you can get great books and great deals at library sales. If you're looking for books, find the local library sales.
Oh my goodness. I remember when the kids were all still very young, and we lived in Illinois, and we went to the capital, Springfield there, and we went downtown in our big old van, and we had all these sacks set out, and we'd go to that kids section. They were $0.25 a book, and then towards the end, it's just you fill up your bag for like $1 or something. But oh my soul, how many books we got! Hundreds and hundreds. Well, we've ended up with many thousands of books, but I loved it. Their treasure chest. And when I looked down there, because Serenity's walking machine, whatever that's called, what are them walking machines?
The treadmill.
Yeah, treadmill. So it's sitting in front of the bookcase, and I go down there and I look at these books, and they bring back memories, because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember we went and got these books at that library sale, or we got these. So we had a lot of memories doing that. It was fun. Carol says she used to get some for 10 cents each.
Yeah.
There might have been some like that, especially yard sales. I'd always buy books at yard sales. I loved books. You know what I hated is we went to one of those library sales and we bought so many of them. I didn't have all the shelves at that time, so I needed to buy more shelves. So we stored them in the little shed we had. That shed leaked. I didn't know it. The shed leaked. And so, do you know how many books I had to throw away? That hurt my heart to have to throw those books away.
Oh,
because they got the mold on them. But
yeah, we had a book sale that we had one of those pods, and like we would fill it and move it to the library that we're going to have the book sale in. And the pod we got, they had to replace our one pod, so we had to move all of our stuff to this new pod that they said was good. We're all hunky dory. We had the pod outside waiting to get ready to unload for the book sale, and we had a big storm. And we got in there, and over half the books were destroyed because they had a seam all the way down it that never got sealed in the roof of that pod. And we lost a ton of books, so we didn't have a very good sale that year. Yeah, it was brutal.
Carol says her library is 2,000 plus, and now her grandkids have their own private library. That's true too, right? There's that too. But anyway, so is your books like your diamond paintings? Because I mean, I know I barely have any time, but yet I must read when I'm going to bed. I used to have to read when I was in the rush, going to the bathroom. But with the invention of the phone, I don't do that anymore. That's when I catch up on some messaging. But so how many books do you have going at one time?
Oh, I usually have multiple books going. So I keep a bedroom book. I do keep a bathroom book. I keep a car book. And then I keep my carry around book. So I have multiple books going at all times. And then whatever's on my Kindle, I usually have a book going on my Kindle as well. So, and sometimes when I'll pick up the book, if it's been a hot minute, I have to read back a page or so, and then I'm right back to where I was. So, but that doesn't bother me. I'd rather have a book everywhere and have something to read. There's nothing worse than getting you get to an appointment early and you want something to read. To me, I've got to have that. I love my phone. I love tinkering on my phone, but sometimes I just want to read. So
right. Lisa says she's trying to read your shirt, but she can't see all what it says.
Oh,
what's it say?
It says, why y'all trying the Jesus in me?
Oh,
let's see. Why are you trying to test the Jesus in me?
There you go.
So.
That's right. I should have been wearing that one this week. That's for sure.
I've had that kind of week myself, so it was fitting today.
J. Paul went to the Tall Oaks, and my son Bobby was with them, and he says, "Bye, Mom," and he come and hug me. I said, "Well, at least one of you's telling me goodbye." He thought that was funny, but anyway.
Yeah, you think it was I jinxed myself because I said, "Oh, good, I've got a quiet week," and I said that on Monday, and it blew up the rest of the week. And it was odd stuff. My precious mother-in-law. So the way we have our property is my brother-in-law lives next to us, then us, and then my mother-in-law. And the houses are all fenced in, and it's about 8 acres in total.
Ooh,
so we're not right on top of each other, but we can see each other's houses. So we have privacy, but we can get to each other. My precious mother-in-law accidentally hit one of the poles of the carport at her house. So her car door crumpled. So it's been toting her back and forth to places and trying to figure out how we're going to get her car fixed. And rain came in, so we had to make sure we had the car covered. And, it was just all these things that I had not planned for this week. They're all minor. She's fine. She didn't get hurt, but it's just okay, how much more this week will take?
That's right.
So the shirt was fitting today. It was kind of that Friday day, and I was okay, that's the shirt. And I figured you wouldn't mind it, so I was okay, I'm just going to leave this one on.
Maria said we all need that shirt.
Yeah. Somehow I feel the world was testing me.
My goodness. What you need? You sure may. So anyway, Yeah, so books are kind of like diamond paintings. Don't mind having more than one go. Oh, I don't know. They're worse because you need more than one book going, but you don't want more than one diamond painting going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, me too. That's my youngest baby right there. There's Charity.
Hi.
That's Miss Jenny.
Hi, Miss Jenny.
Hi, Miss Charity. Are you
She
having
helps get-
fun with all your cousins and all the people? Yeah. Good.
Yeah, so those
Good.
would be all her nieces and nephews.
Nephews. Okay. There we go. Wow.
She's my youngest. So now my oldest granddaughter, they're 2 years apart, but so it's really aunt, and niece, technically. Anyway, yeah.
So do they listen to you, Miss Charity?
Yes, they do.
That's good.
Well, most of them anyway. It depends on how far away Mama is.
Yeah, that's true.
Cheryl says she's a one book at a time person. I got to have a book by my bed, and but I don't take that one around with me. I'm listening. I've got a book going on my iPad. I've got a book by my bed. I've got a book we're in the middle of with Charity. So that one's like a diamond painting. That we're not getting to that very often these days at all. So we need to get back to doing that again. That's for sure. So I've got right now at least 3 books going. So yeah, I like that.
I can do the books. I realize I'm not good with the diamond paintings, multiple diamond paintings. So
Well, it takes space and you want to finish something. It's hard. It's hard. It's I don't love it, but I did it to myself. I have no one else to blame but me. Okay. Rounds or squares?
I actually am a both person. When I want rounds because I can move faster on them than I can squares. So I really truly bounce back and forth.
Okay.
So like if I do a square, I need a brain break. For me, it's even like reading. If I really read a really intense, heavy book, I've got to read a cozy mystery because I need the brain break. So that's why I say both, is because I bounce, because I feel like I have to concentrate harder on squares than I do with rounds.
Yep, and they take longer. So but same here, both. I do both. I got a square and 2 rounds going right now. So I'm the same way with that. So got a pen preference?
Well, my husband started turning pins, so I think I'm obligated to say whatever he makes me. but honestly, I have a very wide variety. I think my butterfly effect wares, I go for that one quite a bit. I just recently got Creations Morin. That's pretty comfortable. And my first pens came from O'Brien's Customs. That was the first time I got like a custom pen. And so I like them. They're a little bit thinner. So if I want a thinner pen, so I kind of vary. I have a lot of range of sizes so that I can see how my hands feel that day.
So that's what I was going to ask next is, can you diamond paint for a long time? Well, you already said you don't really like doing that, but without changing pens, or do you have to change up pens?
It depends upon how fatigued my hand gets. I tend to squeeze, even like writing pens, I squeeze them too hard. So I get hand fatigue, and no matter how much I try to not squeeze the pen, I still squeeze it. So my hand will hurt. So I'll start with like a little one, and then I put so much pressure because my fingers are on that little area, I got to go to a fat one. Or if my hand's already tired. I have a really big fat pen from Custom Pens by Cheryl. It's one of those rain ones where you turn it and it sounds like rainwater. And that thing is amazing when my hands really hurt, because it's a humongous pen. And it's really lightweight because it's 3D printed. So
yeah, you like that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're asking me about new pretties this week. So no new releases on drills. We did have, believe it or not, one new sparkler come in, but it was only one, both shapes, both ones. And I'm like, I didn't get to listing it. We're going to wait because it's just one. And I forgot to list it. My desk was piled high until Jenny, right before the live, like my desk was piled high with stuff and I was trying my best to get everything off of the desk. So, I will show you though, all the ES that we have. So I'll do that. And, so anyway,
thank you for having me. I'll let you go back to the big screen because I know how everybody wants to see the ESs and stuff. But thank you so much for having me. I've enjoyed this so much. It's really been a pleasure, and it's kind of fun to like meet you. You know, like I feel like I'm meeting you. So it's been really fun. Thank you.
Where are you located in the?
I am in the middle of the state of Georgia.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So if anybody's heard of Macon, Georgia, or Augusta, Georgia, where the Masters is going on right now, I am halfway between Macon and Augusta, in the middle of nowhere. Like we have a Walmart and nothing else. Like really, truly, we are.
How long have you been there?
We've only been here for a year, but my husband grew up here. So we lived up in the foothills of the North Georgia mountains, and then he got a really great job here. So we built our dream house and moved down a little over a year ago. So
that you're planning on staying there. Sounds like you got your 8 acres with family. You're planning on being there.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
not doing it again. We made our house with the extra wide doors so you can put wheelchairs and walkers through it because we do not want to have to do this again. Moving was no fun.
No, I hate moving. I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you found your dream place, and I'm glad that we have got to meet Jenny over there, Koopa Kai.
Laura, who just said she is in Woodstock, I was actually from Ball Ground, Laura. So Ball Ground is just a hair north of Woodstock, so she will know where that is. So sorry, I didn't mean to jump in, Teemaw, but I had to let Laura know. I know where she's at.
She's in Georgia too. Maria says she's in Georgia too.
Oh, awesome, Maria! Yay!
We have a Georgia retreat.
We do. We need to. So, but thank you again for having me
and chat together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is
saying hey.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. So, yeah, this is awesome. I love meeting people too. Miss Tammy, diamond painting with NMD. When I go come back from GLE, I'll drive through Kentucky, so I'm going to stop and see her. Like, it's just fun to get to meet people and put faces, in person. You see them on the computer and stuff, but it'll be fun. So, yeah, I'm excited. So, but it's nice to at least meet you this way, Teemaw. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thanks to everybody in chat. It's nice to meet y'all. So
it was nice meeting you, and another book lover too. Yeah, we got a lot in common. So you're all saying Maria was Marietta. Maria's from Marietta.
Okay, yep. That's just south of where I was at. So yep, I know where that is too.
Well, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you.
Keep going on that event.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, it's going well so far. Thank you.
All righty now. Bye now. So we have another Georgia person. I don't know what we call that. A Georgian? I should have asked her. Bulldog? No, I don't know if she likes bulldogs. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so that was awesome. And now, just so you know, if tonight's drawing winner doesn't want to come on live, let me know. But normally it's supposed to be like 15 minutes. That's okay. But sometimes we get just caught up talking. I don't get to read all the comments. I'm sorry, that's not on purpose, but I really do like meeting folks, and that was fun. So that one was really fun. And I didn't have a lot to show tonight. Well, I do have some things to show, but not new products. So anyway, here are the new ES for this week. Wild Flowers by Riley Gray. So these ES are not yet bundled, okay? You could use a shopping list on the back and pray that those aren't out of stock. That's all I can do about that right now. So Think Pink. This is Jody Bergsma, and this is our second with this flamingos and Jody Bergsma. We did one with Art and Soul and this one with Diamond Art Club. Thank you, Cynthia. Where did you live when you were in Illinois? We lived in Springfield and Middletown. That's where we lived, in the middle. Sunnyside Antiques. Cheryl didn't want to do this one with me. I had to do this one alone, folks. That was a lot of little bitty stuff. That took me a couple hours to do that one. Oh, thanks, Becky G. It was fun. We'll see if the drawing winner wants to come on next week. Summer Solstice. Chrisabug. That might be our first Chrisabug. I don't know. Is that our first Chrisabug? Oh, Laura A. is North Illinois. Spring Bringer. JoJo's Art. So a lot of these were requested. You like that one, Cheryl K? Spirit of Flight. Our first Josephine Wall. That one was not too bad to do. It was fun. That one has 20 items on that because that's a little bit bigger. And Soul Secrecy. That is a big one right there. But there's a lot of dark colors and a ton of multiple bags of colors on that one. Soul Secrecy. That's a Jeremy Neal. Solar System. Now, mind you, Solar System was asked for, but we did this one first. This one is the old one that's discontinued by Pia Wanachaiwang. That's what I'm sticking with that. And then this one is the Solar System by Image World. So be very careful. They're both called the same thing. Be very careful and look at the image you have when you purchase these, and they're both squares. So this solar system versus this solar system. We had done the wrong one, so I had to find and dig out my other solar system and get that one done. The Herbarium by Ressa Art, apparently. So that's our first time for this artist. Let's see. Dragon Love. There you go. We got the Dragon Love designed on that one. And then Couple at the Beach. There you go. Couple at the Beach. So all of those are new ESs that have been designed. You'll have to shop separately for those items. And then these are the bundles. And by the way, I think within, and Cheryl G, you'll want to know this, I think that within 2 weeks, we should be caught up with all the bundles. So J. Paul got a year behind on being caught up with the bundles. We used to be able to design the ES, get it out, and then the next week or so have it bundled. Well, we got a year behind once we went to Hawaii last year with Josiah and whatnot. So anyway, Isaiah is catching us up now. So here we go. These are now bundled. Again, some of these may be out of some product, but they are at least there. Astral Waters by Enablers Outpost. We like supporting our other small businesses. Be True to You, a small Dreamer Designs. Be True to You. Yeah. Dragon Love. Butterfly Maiden. This is a 3 Crazy Cats diamond painting. This was one of her good sellers. I don't think she carries her anymore, but maybe someone got her and wants to design her. Dragon Wagon. Randall Spangler one. Are the bundles on the website now? Yes. And there's a Miss Berta came in while we were talking. Deity of Balance, another Muni Made. Ooh, I got another Muni Made box in this week. I have not even had a chance to open it. I tell you that. Oh, that was the Dragon Wagon in round. That one got out of order. Here's the Dragon Wagon in square. There we go. So that was a round and a square version. There we go. All right. And Dragonflies of Faith. There we go. Dragonflies of Faith. This one's a little bit harder to do because of all the background were just solid colors, and they had enhanced the words. So that one was a little bit more challenging, I should say, because they've enhanced so many there. Sorry, I'm going to put those in order. I like keeping them in alphabetical order, like a librarian might, you know, something like that. Okay. So Emerald Owls. This ME Divine Arts used to be over at Rhinestone Goddess, and she's at 3 Crazy Cats. And so I told Keisha over there that we would redesign this and to represent her company over there. So hopefully she's still carrying that one. Freedom by Kim Penner, and it's the horse. Now, I want to tell y'all about this. There's somebody out there not being very creative with their names. There is going to be 3 different freedoms potentially on the website, just like the solar system. So watch which one you're getting. There's more. We have a freedom by Katrina Coltis. We have this freedom, and I think there's another freedom. I'm not sure we designed them yet, by Abraham Hunter. There's a lot of freedoms out there. I think there's 4 or 5 on Diamond Art Club's website. Great Escape, another Yume, and those are your books right there. Did you get that one, Koopa Kai? The Great Escape? No. Well, I liked it because it had books. That's why I liked it, even though it was a little dark. Heavenly Passage Lighthouse. I love this painting. Don't know why, but I do. I like water. That's why, and lighthouses. So I liked it. You liked Emerald Owl? M Extra, Running the Distance by Milan Art. Shelter by Geneva Bowers. That was a fun one to do. I think the diamond painting tomorrow is not a Geneva Bowers, but it reminds me a little bit of Geneva Bowers, the one with the bayou and the lady with the flowers. Okay, Shine Bright. Okay, well, it's a Art and Soul, and I bought it, and so I had to design it, and there it is. I don't know if anybody else ever bought it, but it's there. All right, Spring Bridge. That's a Dreamer Designs, is now bundled. I've learned to pay attention to versions as well, because I got Storm Blessed for Enabler's Outpost, not realizing I have a newer version and bought the drills for the old version. Oh, shucks. You're right, Melinda. And I wish there was a way we could denote that, because when we're buying them and then making them, we don't know there's going to be a second version. So that is true. I don't know how to denote that. Let's see. A Stroll in the Rain by Geneva Bowers. And Melinda, if that happens, you're always welcome to send that back. You know, if you don't think you can use that, you can, you know, as long as you haven't opened anything, you can send that back. With Love. That one was fun. Now, if you haven't seen, Angelina's in our Facebook group. She did 100% bling change on that one. Or it's 100% blinged out, I should say, because she kept like the pixie dust and stuff. But hers is very blingy. Wolf Monarch, a Dreamer Design. Woodland Guardian. This was in round and square, and this is also Art and Soul. So I don't know if you're able to pick that up or if anybody has, but you know what? We bought them because we like them, and so we're designing them, and they're going on the site just in case someone else has it. Right, Cheryl K. But when we buy version 1, we don't know there's a version 2 when we make it. So it's hard to, if that were the case, then we would have to keep up with who's producing what and go back and update that ES, which takes time, as Cheryl knows. And because that's what she's been doing since February, is updating some ESs for us. So it's a lot of work, and it's hard to do to know it. And the funny thing is, it even had a different artist name. Oh, really, Melinda Hands? I can always use sparkly stuff. Okay. Thanks, Melinda. So those are our bundles. So y'all, we really have gone long. So let me ask y'all this. I was going to open up some small shop stuff, have a Poshy Pen or whatever. However, I also felt bad because I haven't put out a video in like forever. So I thought about, since we've gone this long, I could do the drawing, and I could try to get a video up before next Friday and then show again on next Friday if we want to do that, because I had not been buying from anywhere for a long time except for diamond paintings. And so with these 2 events, the cool thing about events is I also have the opportunity to support other small shops with a purpose, you know. So I like doing that, and I've got some new small shop stuff. So let's see, I have a pictures from Melinda to try to help to do a square version with. Gotcha. Sorry it was so gabby tonight. Oh, I don't mind that at all, because I like meeting you, and it was fun. Okay, so do y'all want to see the small shop items, or let me go ahead and make a video I think the small shops would go further for them if I make a video. So I could do, I think for them it would, and that way it gives me opportunity maybe to fit that in this next week. Just needs the last few completed by Jerry. That's right. And Cheryl, I've mentioned that to them at least twice this week, but we've been staying pretty busy. So he keeps going to the house and he's been staying busy and I've been staying busy. And of course, today he's just trying to stay away from me. So that's good there. Okay. So that's what we'll do. We will do, yeah, we'll do that because I like making the video for them. It gives them extra exposure on that. So I'll try to do it that way. So let's do a drawing for these pretty purple chiggers to help keep your line straight. How about that? And a $15 coupon code. So let's go over there. Oh, thanks, Tammy. Faith in the right people. There we go. So let's share my screen and hope it's, nope, not that one. And let's go over here to this one. 131 entries. How many people we got? 150 watching currently. So if you want a chance, an opportunity, there you go. Hashtag gamer. If you want an opportunity to get a $15 coupon code to the shop, win a pair of purple jiggers along with a rainbow pencil. So if you, yep. Go ahead and put in hashtag gamer. I'll give you a few more minutes there. Diamonds with Mary. Isn't that's a different Diamonds with Mary picture, isn't it? So got a couple of y'all are getting in there. Howdy, Angie J. I didn't get a chance to read everybody's name and comments tonight. Now, remember, whoever wins this giveaway has the opportunity to come on and have a little talk with Teemaw next week, okay? Yes. Oh, thumbs up, please. If y'all can remember to do a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. All right. So there's Marquita and Maria. So y'all are getting your stuff in. Meowie Cats, Tiffany. There's Diamonds Around the World. So hashtag gamer. What's that thing that Rich did last week on the auction? Going once. How did he say? What's that last thing he said, Cheryl? Yeah, it is, because I'm having more people come in, and then when I do interviews, I can't read everything. I try. He says, does he say last chance? Fair warning. Okay, here we go. Okay, folks. We're going to bring this to an end here. Hashtag gamer in the comments for your opportunity to win. We're going once, going twice. Hashtag gamer, fair warning. And that's it. It's a draw. There we go, Rich. Can I do it along with you? We can be auctioneer buddies or something. Fair warning. That's it. Let's see if you got in. Kate Franson. All right. A new winner name right there. Kate Franson. Okay, Kate. You still here? Let's see if Kate's still in the house. Rich did a great job, didn't he, Kayleen? He did do it. He did. Okay. Tell me if you're still in the house, Kate, so that we can see. I sound like Rich, huh? I can't even remember the words from week to week. Oh, me. Let's see. Is Night Mutt Nut all-nighter to film some videos. Oh, my gosh. Kate's here. She almost fell out of a chair. Okay, great. So, Kate, are you willing to come on next week to do a little talk with Teemaw? You need to let me know. Because if so, what you need to do is shoot me an email, dpwithsparklers@gmail.com. So shoot me an email. Even if you're not willing, it's fine. You need to go ahead and email me so I can get your coupon code and get you this jigger out. Let me put your name on here. And Lisa was our first one. Do it. They're saying do it. Where is she? Kate. Putting your name down, trying to not to miss your comment. And that was 411. Oh, look at her. She's going to pass. She's passing, folks, on the interview. Good gracious. Okay. So do we do another draw? But I do appreciate you letting me know, Kate. It's no pressure at all. If you're not comfortable, you don't got to. But I do still need you to shoot me an email. All right. So shoot me an email. Now, we're ready. We're going to do another drawing, folks, because I don't know how else to do it. Y'all know how else to do it? Lisa said it doesn't hurt at all. I don't bite. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see. Yes, Teemaw. Oh, I missed Rich's comment. What did he say? Whoever is first coming in should do the interview. Then I'll never have people come in. I can't do that. Where's Rich? I missed his comment. Oh, back off my job. Oh, Rich, can't you share? Can't we just do a little side hustle together? Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. So we're going to do it again. We're just going to draw again because I don't know how, unless, okay, I tell you what, instead of doing a drawing, who wants to come on next week? Anybody in the chat? Y'all can tell me here. Tell me here who wants to come on next week. So anybody want to come on for it? Don't have 15 minutes. 15 minutes with Teemaw. That's all. Just time with Teemaw. Tammy says she will. All right. So here we go. We're writing down Tammy. There we go. So here's what I need y'all to do. We got Dana Marie, Tammy, and M Extra 2. You three email me. Email me dpwithsparklers@gmail.com. So that's what we'll do. We'll have a pool like that. And Rich said deal share. There we go. So y'all shoot me an email, the folks that are wanting to come on or willing to come on. And so we'll just see who's available which week, and I can shoot a link out each week and see who is. And that way, so I'm writing some names down though. But I still got to have y'all email me, okay? So y'all email me and we'll see who emails and we'll go through that. We still have Marla. If she ever wants on, you're welcome, Marla. You just let me know by email because you won that too the first time or the second time. Something like that. And so we'll do that. Because see, I don't even know who I'm Extra is. So y'all got to tell me. And Maria don't mind either. So that's what we'll do. Y'all email me, and that way y'all have a quicker chance to get on anyway instead of, a drawing of 130 or something each week. So somebody shoot me an email, and I'll give y'all the link, and it's easy. It's easy, and it don't have to be long. It don't be long, but we'll do that. So I'll look for the emails, and I will go ahead and get Kate taken care of. Shannon. So Extra is Shannon. All right. Equals Shannon Green, she says. So just shoot an email, dpwithsparklers@gmail.com, and tell me what y'all, if you want to come on. Yeah, she just said it. Yeah, she just said it. Nicole, have you been on here? I think you may have been on a really long time ago, though. If so, we could have you back on too. In the subject line, Friday Night Live Teemaw. There you go. That would help in the subject line. Yes. So anyway, I appreciate y'all again sharing a part of your Friday evening with me, even amongst all the taxes and tariffs and toner tragedies or trials. Yeah, trials, right? Taxes and tariffs and toner trials. That's what it should have been, right? But I made it through, and no telling what color my hair will look like next week. Hopefully it won't be any worse. And hopefully my hair lady will get back from camping and schedule me in, pencil me in there. So I won't have orange hair before the retreat. So we'll see. Or maybe I'll have it purple by that time because of this purple shampoo. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, folks. Well, again, thanks for coming. I appreciate all of y'all. Hang in there. We got this. Remember to shine bright and don't let anybody dull your sparkle, folks. Bye now. Have a good week.